So you're thinking about moving to Livingston, Montana? Well, in this video, I'm actually going to dive into my computer here. I'm going to show you around Google Maps and just give you a good idea of the area of Livingston as a whole. Show you where the airport is, where some of those neighborhoods are, downtown, just walk you through all of it. If you haven't seen my last video on Livingston just yet, be sure to check that one out, as I did an actual vlog tour driving around town showing you some of those different homes in different neighborhoods at a variety of price points, so you can get a feel for that as well. And of course, I've got videos on neighboring towns of Bozeman and Belgrade, as far out as Three Forks as well. So if you haven't seen those yet and you're curious about some of the other areas here in Southwest Montana, be sure to check those out as well. And stick around until the end, because I'm actually going to talk about something really important that not everyone may fully understand or grasp if you're not familiar with the area. So let's get after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Livingston, Montana and the surrounding areas here in Southwest Montana, like Bozeman, Belgrade, Big Sky, Three Forks, and Ennis, then be sure to subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market here in Livingston, Montana and those surrounding areas here in Southwest Montana. My name is Hallie. I'm a local real estate agent, and the team and I get calls, texts, and emails every single day from people just like you looking to make their move here in beautiful Southwest Montana, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're looking to buy or sell or move or invest in the next 9 days or 90 days, just give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and we'd be honored to help you find your place here in Southwest Montana. All my information is in the description below. So let's get right into it and first take a look at the area of Livingston and Park County as a whole. So as you can see, Park County is pretty big. It borders Wyoming here on the south and goes quite a ways north here. Livingston, of course, is right about in the center of the county right here. Looking more specifically at Livingston itself, it is obviously surrounded by mountains here. It is nestled beneath some of the most beautiful mountains, in fact, in Southwest Montana. The Crazies, the Absarokas, and the Bridger Mountains. And then right here off of the Yellowstone River that runs all along this way here. It's about a 30-minute drive from Livingston here over to Bozeman, Montana, through the Bozeman Pass, which is this whole section here between the mountains. Livingston is also a much smaller town than Bozeman, which is right around 50,000 in population. Livingston has about 8,000 residents. And of course, traveling west from Livingston past Bozeman to Belgrade, or just outside of Belgrade, is where you're going to find that Bozeman Yellowstone International Airport right here. To the south of Livingston, along Highway 89, which follows the Yellowstone River, of course, right through this area, you'll find amazing fishing access. And as you head into Paradise Valley, which is this whole area all in here, you'll see just how it got that name. It's an amazing area between these two mountain ranges along the river. It's absolutely stunning, with small communities like Prairie right here and Immigrant, and then of course a favorite area called Pine Creek right over here, which is an absolutely beautiful hike tucked up in the mountains. You can go just a little ways to Pine Creek Falls or continue up to Pine Creek Lake, which is right up here. It's an alpine lake tucked up in the mountains there at a pretty high elevation, it's an absolutely stunning views. And of course, Pine Creek Lodge, which is right down here along this road, is a very, very cool spot with live music, amazing food, and a great Montana vibe. Now, moving back down here further south, back towards Prairie and Immigrant, is where you're going to find a couple of other really cool spots that the area is known for. One of them is Chico right here. It's Chico Hot Springs Resort and Day Spa. Established in 1900, it's a wonderful place to visit for a weekend getaway in the beautiful cabins or the lodge right in here, or just an amazing meal and grab a soak in the hot springs pool. As you can see, it's right here going up towards this gulch. It's, a wonderful historical spot and very unique, and, with lots of Montana character there as well. And one other wonderful getaway spot just down the road from Chico is called Sage Lodge right here. You can't see a whole lot on the map here, of course, but it's, you know, it absolutely embodies Montana with incredible dining, adventure, and just a great place to launch a day of maybe fly fishing or cross-country skiing around the area near the river. Right here, of course, you can see the beautiful Yellowstone River. And if you continue down Highway 89, you'll find yourself in Gardiner, Montana, which is one of the, you know, several entrances to Yellowstone National Park right here near the Montana and Wyoming border, of course. And you're going to find incredible hot springs right here at Mammoth Hot Springs, right inside the park, Yellowstone Hot Springs as well, and just, you know, that everything that Yellowstone has to offer with all of the thermal spectacles as well as wildlife, of course. Now, obviously, Livingston is right here along Interstate 90, running east and west, but you can also head north of Livingston. You're going to find the towns of Clyde Park and Wilsall. It's a beautiful area up that direction as well. And of course, right over here, just northwest is where you're going to find the ski area, and this is the whole Bridger Ridge here. So you'll find the ski area of Bridger Bowl right in here as well. So clearly there is great opportunity for outdoor adventure in Livingston and around Livingston. Of course, you've got Bozeman not too far down the highway as well, but with the mountains and river, the opportunities in the area are absolutely endless. Now, as I mentioned before, the population of Livingston is about 8,000. The town has a wonderful small town feel and charm. People are helpful and friendly, and you'll find a wonderful community of people who know and really care about one another. You're surrounded by mountains, farmland, and wide open spaces. I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's a stunning little place to live. Now, if we're looking more in town, there's some truly wonderful places to highlight here. Montana's Rib and Chop House right here in the middle of town is very well known and has amazing food. And of course, the historic Murray Hotel right here, also pretty much in the middle of town, is a wonderful bar and a favorite local hangout as well. And then we have Neptune's Tap House and Eatery right here downtown that's got a really unique vibe and kind of an eclectic feel. We've got the, you know, one of the original Pickle Barrel sandwich shops that originally started in Bozeman and opened up in Livingston as well. And then Cotabatic Brewing Company, which is an absolute local favorite for some really wonderful locally crafted beer. And right nearby is the Livingston Depot Center. This is a railway history exhibit in a 1902 depot. It's a really, really unique experience to learn a little bit more about that history. Now, right down the road here, I simply cannot fail to mention Mark's In and Out. Now, it says temporarily closed because they are only seasonally open. It's an older drive-in style place for burgers and fries and milkshakes and that kind of food with locally sourced ingredients, and it's entering its 70th year in business, originally established in 1954. As I said, it is seasonal, so it's only open from April to October, but absolutely one of my favorite places to go eat in Livingston. Now, downtown Livingston, right here, covering several blocks in this whole area, they hold several art walk events in the summer evenings. It's an absolutely wonderful place, you know, to go and walk around, enjoy the adorable downtown and the historic area, and check out all these galleries. It's a really wonderful community event that brings a lot of people out and gives you a really great chance to get to know more of the people and more of the town. Now, right over here, we're going to find Sacagawea Park. It's a massive park right here in town, covering this whole area right here. And of course, there's the Livingston Farmers Market that takes place right nearby in the summers as well. But Sacagawea Park is just an absolutely wonderful place with a big playground, open fields, and it's just right here next to the river, and it's an absolutely beautiful spot. And then just down the way here from that park, you know, still right along the river is where you're going to find the Livingston Rodeo Grounds right in this whole area. The rodeo grounds hold the Livingston Roundup Rodeo every summer in late June. And then, of course, the Livingston Golf and Country Club as well, which is a beautiful 9-hole course right off of the river. Livingston has 4 public schools with 2 elementary schools, a middle school, and a high school. Now, some people do choose to live in Livingston and commute to Bozeman over that Bozeman Pass. There's certainly more jobs to be found over in Bozeman, and it's a fairly easy drive on the interstate, but that does mean heading through the Bozeman Pass, which can experience some weather patterns during winter especially. Varying conditions between visibility and the road surface itself. But there are some small businesses and other opportunities in Livingston for work as well. Now, as far as homes, because it's a little further away from the larger, busier town of Bozeman, you're going to likely get lower prices overall. As you can see, there's a lot of different residential areas from, down south over here near the river. There's plenty of, homes in this whole area. There's some newer developments right here to the north of town. These are, currently being developed right in here. Northtown and Ridgeview Trails neighborhoods are some of the newer developments in the Livingston area overall. So, of course, being a smaller town, there are going to be fewer homes overall, but they are going to be lower prices than Bozeman, as I said. So if you're looking for a little bit more space or you want a smaller town, so many people come to Montana seeking that smaller town life with a little bit of space to breathe, the amazing mountain views, and Livingston really does offer exactly that. There's going to be views in almost every single direction here. And of course, there are going to be some lovely, immaculate, secluded areas off of the river with large homes listed over 10 million. But most of what you're going to find is certainly lower than that. There are some absolutely lovely neighborhoods and older homes right inside of Livingston as well, with room to grow all around the area overall, which of course, Livingston and Park County has experienced a lot of growth along with the neighboring Gallatin County and Bozeman. So let's talk a little bit about some market statistics and homes themselves. The current median list price is just over $800,000 in the Livingston and Park County area for single family homes. There are 44 single family homes currently listed, and for those single family homes, the year-to-date median sales price currently is $527,000, with 18 homes having sold thus far. The median price per square foot for those sold homes is just under $250 per square foot. So if we look at just this last month in a little bit more detail, there were 6 homes that sold, single family residences in Park County, and the median sales price was just a little bit lower than the year to date, sitting at just over $480,000, with a median price per square foot just a little bit lower as well at $228 per square foot. So let's take a look at a few of the homes that are currently listed. Some of the older homes, the historical homes, as well as some of that new construction. First and foremost, I want to take a peek here right very close to downtown. This is an older historic home, and it's absolutely beautiful. This one was built in 1905. It is a 4-bed, 3-bath, 3,102 square foot home. It is, there are so many older historical touches, but it looks like it's been very well maintained. They've kept that character alive in this one. It's absolutely beautiful and really, really close to downtown. So great proximity to that art walk or any of the other happenings downtown. You can see there's a lot of pride of ownership here as well with some of those details. All right, in these neighborhoods or subdivisions just to the north of Livingston, let's take a look at some brand new construction here. This one in particular was just built in 2022. It's a 3-bed, 3-bath home with 2,295 square feet, listed here at $645,000. You can tell very new, wonderful flooring there, a bit big open floor plan, which is pretty typical for this area. And let's see if we can get some of those wonderful outdoor view images. Here we are. So this is looking out. This is the backyard, I believe. So up the hill there, just a little ways, of course, with a retaining wall. But there's wonderful views all around the area, as you can see in this neighborhood. Lovely brand new home there. Now let's look at one other property here near town that's a little bit more, affordable, lower price range here, listed at $425,000. This is a townhome, in a duplex style. Look at the views right out the back, absolutely stunning, right there out of the one of the first pictures you find here. This is a 3-bed, 2-bath. 1,438 square foot townhome built in 2006. A lovely potential first time home, that sort of thing. And again, look at the absolute beauty that you're surrounded by. You just can't beat it. Let's see if there's any other photos of that outdoor setup here. Lovely little back deck. Yeah, what an adorable little spot with some nice gardens and landscaping there and a nice little gate. And again, with those stunning views right there. Now I would love to take a peek at a few or a couple of homes just outside of town with a little bit more seclusion and, some more Montana feel, something a little bit different here. Now this log cabin is absolutely gorgeous, and this is so Montana. So this is obviously listed at $1.5 million. It was built in 1996, tucked away just to the west of Livingston, more towards Bozeman, but not, through the pass all the way there. This one is a 3-bed, 3-bath, 2,376 square foot home on over 21 acres. And it looks to be mostly, forest land. So I'm sure there's plenty of wildlife in the area, in a lovely back patio here with that nice deck and just a lot of, that Montana feel. Absolutely beautiful views from this one as well. Just a very rustic feel overall. Now let's take a look at one more over here off of the river, a riverfront property, if you will. This home is a 4-bed, 5-bath property listed at 4.5 or almost 4.6 million. Just look at that riverfront access. A very unique home in and of itself. You can see they're pretty spread out here along the river, and just spectacular views there looking towards the mountain range. This one was built in 2015. It is 4,385 square feet and sits on about 12 acres. Absolutely beautiful kitchen with those unique countertops and a lot of personal touches with this one as well. And a nice picture window right there in the primary bedroom. Lots of open space as well. Overall, that should give you a really good feel of Livingston as a whole, as well as the surrounding, smaller towns and some of the general area here in Park County in Southwest Montana. Really everywhere is absolutely beautiful and you can't go wrong. It really just kind of depends on what you're looking for. If you want that small town, wonderful feel right in the mountains, or maybe somewhere a little bit more secluded, just outside of town nearby. It really just comes down to what you're looking for, but Livingston absolutely has that wonderful small town Montana charm. Of course, like I've mentioned in a few of my other videos, something that you definitely need to keep in mind is that we do experience winter around here. It can be intense and harsh and cold with wind and snow at times, and that's something that not everyone has experienced before. All those things that make winter around here absolutely wonderful, but it's super important, of course, to be able to get around and do all of those things in a safe way. Livingston in particular is known for having pretty intense winds at times, all year round really. It's not just in winter, but that does make for some varying conditions. And as I've mentioned, the Bozeman Pass, which connects Bozeman and Livingston, has been known for some pretty good snowstorms coming through that area past the Bridger Range. So there's been highway closures every now and again, and pretty rough conditions, both visibility and the road conditions or the road surface itself. So with that variety of conditions and factors, it's just really important to keep in mind that winters around here do range from about October or November all the way clear through April. So as long as you yourself are prepared, and of course your vehicle is well equipped to handle that sort of thing, most people around here absolutely love winter for everything that it offers with the outdoor recreation, skiing and snowboarding, snowmobiling, and the absolute beauty that it provides. So as I said, Livingston is an absolutely wonderful, small, Montana town here in Southwest Montana with, amazing mountains and that beautiful river valley. And you can find some absolutely wonderful homes as well that might be more affordable than, say, Bozeman or Belgrade just down the highway. And Livingston, of course, is experiencing some of that growth as well, with a lot of new construction homes, especially to the north of town. And in the meantime, if you'd like to learn more or check it out, be sure to give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and I'd be honored to help you find your place here in Livingston, Montana, as well as the surrounding areas here in Southwest Montana. And until next time, I hope to show you around town.